Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone to do a second date update today met the guy that she wants to call at the grocery store.
I never think that actually happens.
Oh, it happens. I actually got a phone number at the grocery store not that long ago.
That's awesome.
And I didn't even have to talk to the girl.
How
I
did
was
that work?
behind her in line at the checkout counter. And the checker asked her for her rewards card number. And as she gave her rewards card number to the checker, I took it down in my phone behind her.
Oh my God, that's so creepy.
So creepy, but it's effective, and it worked. I did try to text her later and got nothing in response, which I thought was very rude. But apparently, yeah, some guy came up to Chelsea in the grocery store and asked her for her number. Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So are you disappointed that he didn't do it like I did?
Yeah, that would have been surprisingly romantic.
Yeah, no
It
kidding,
is.
right?
Yep.
I think what's even more shocking about a guy asking you out in the grocery store is that you actually found him attractive.
Well, I know, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing.
Why is that? Are all guys at grocery stores ugly or something?
No, just
go
like
shopping.
the likelihood of you getting asked out at a grocery store is going to be by like some 50-year-old divorced dad that's kind of creepy. Like that
Really?
it's actually someone.
Where do you shop? Because I see like single dudes in the grocery store all the time.
All ages.
Well, yeah, but anytime, I mean, I get him on in the grocery store all the time, but chances are it's just not going to be someone I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Like a creep who's coming up to you talking about how to test melons or something. Like, you want to let you know how these melons are ripe?
Okay, that's not unlike the conversation that me and this guy had.
What?
Really?
He did not pull a melon line on you.
It wasn't about melons. He brought up avocados and how he was having issues with them.
Completely different than what I was saying. You're right.
He was like riding the struggle bus about avocados. He was standing there with like two avocados in his hands, like looking back and forth and like not knowing how to tell if they were ripe. And I helped him with it.
I will
Okay.
say,
So he didn't approach you going, hey, you know how to squeeze these things properly? You actually saw him having trouble and helped him out.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. And when did you guys actually exchange numbers and stuff?
Well, I sort of helped him with avocados and we laughed a little bit and then I went away and kept grocery shopping. And then we ran into each other in a different part of the store. And he said something really like, I still don't know about avocados. Like, it was horribly done, but very endearing, because it was clear he just wanted to talk more. So I was like, oh, I could help you with that anytime. I'm a much better flirt than he is.
I don't know why this is turning me on, but it is.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you had, it just sounds like an awkward exchange that you guys had.
It was like charmingly awkward.
Okay.
It was like, okay, we're obviously attracted to each other, but don't know each other well enough to say anything.
yeah.
So we'll talk about avocados.
Did he ask for your number then?
He did.
So tell us about your date when you guys actually went out, or was the whole date at the grocery store?
No, we just went on a coffee date. It was nice. He took me to this little, like, independent place I hadn't been before. And I thought it went really well. We had a lot of, like, easy-flowing conversation. We both have, like, a few different weird jobs. Like, he works as a professional dog walker,
Dude, those guys are impressive.
and I work as a clown.
What? You're a clown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You currently work as a clown?
Yeah, I currently work as a clown. I mean, not, like, currently, like, this morning. I'm not dressed in clown clothes right now.
Oh, interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've never met a clown before.
Yeah.
Did he think that was really cool?
Yeah, he thought it was fun. I told him some, like, funny stories about things that the kids say, and he's told me, like, silly things that his dogs have done, and...
That sounds so boring.
Yeah,
I don't say.
it really does.
I love kids and dogs. I'm just saying.
I wish I could have been there for your conversation.
Yeah, it was great.
So you guys bonded over your jobs.
Yeah, our weird jobs.
Okay.
It was nice. It was really nice. And he was just, like, a good guy.
If everything went really well, why do you think he's not calling you back?
I'm not really sure. The only thing that I could really think of was that I said that I wasn't necessarily interested in getting married anytime soon. And I wonder if maybe he was like, that's like what he's on his mind, so we're just in different places.
How did you say it, though? Did you harp on it? Was the whole thing like, oh, God, and I'm not interested in getting married ever?
No. I wasn't like, my parents hate each other and left because they don't love me. I wasn't like weird about it. I was just like,
the reason I don't want to get married is because I had a bad example of love growing up.
right, yeah. Like, I wasn't like a crazy person. I was just like, I have a lot of things I want to do in my life before I settle down and get married.
Did he seem awkward after you said it?
At the time, I didn't think of him as being awkward, but looking back on it, I'm like, I said that, and then I don't know how he feels about it. Is that because he like quickly changed the subject or something? And I'm just not really exactly, I don't quite have a handle on it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's too bad. You might be overthinking that a bit. How many times have you tried to get a hold of him?
Twice. I texted him the day after our date, and he texted me back and was just like, oh, I'm really busy this weekend. And then I texted him the next week, and he didn't text me back at all.
Okay, so you haven't heard anything from him since that second text?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings, second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVE-925.
Chelsea is on the phone with us, and today she wants to call a guy named Greg. They met at the grocery store, bonded over some avocados, ended up going out for coffee, and now he's not calling her back, and she has no idea why. Chelsea, I have a really good idea for you, actually.
What is it?
I say you don't do the second date update, okay?
What?
Why?
I think a better idea is to go back to that grocery store every single day and wait by the avocados. Just like pull up a chair next to the avocados until he comes up to buy some and ask him to explain himself in person.
That's a good idea. I
Yeah.
could be holding 2 avocados and weeping over them.
Exactly.
Everybody going into the store. Look, there's the sad avocado lady again.
Imagine his surprise when he walks up and sees you camped out by the avocados.
Yeah, guys love that.
He'll definitely go on another date with you then.
All right, well, never mind. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to dial the phone number right now. Any last thoughts before we get him on the phone?
No, I don't think so. I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get your second date update.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Greg, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Greg, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, what's that?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show. How are you?
I'm okay. What's this about?
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, if somebody goes out on a date and they get blown off, they email us and ask if we can get the other person on the phone to find out why. The girl that you went out with, her name is Chelsea.
Okay.
She told us a little bit about how you guys first met at the grocery store. She helped you with avocados, and then you asked for her number, and you guys went to coffee.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Okay. Did you not like her? Because it sounds like from the tone of your voice right now, it sounds like you didn't really like Chelsea very much.
No, it's not that I didn't like her. Just a weird phone call to talk about the date.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Can you tell us a little bit about it, though? She really wants to know why you're not calling her back.
I guess I could tell you guys about it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So she told us about your date and said that, in her opinion, everything went great, but she hasn't heard from you. Can you explain the date to me a little bit in your words?
Yeah, she was really nice, and the date was going really great until she basically just got a little weird. She said something, and I couldn't really shake it, and I feel bad, but yeah, it was just a little weird.
Was it about not wanting to get married anytime soon? Because she felt like that might be the issue.
Really? That's why she thought I didn't want to call her back?
Yeah, she thought maybe you were a guy that was like looking to find a wife right away or something, and that scared you off.
Oh my gosh. No, that was not what scared me away. I don't really even know how to say this. We were talking about our jobs and things that make us interesting, and I told her that I was a professional dog walker, and then she started saying things that made her interesting, and like, I work part-time as a clown. I work in the medical industry part-time. I'm a swinger, and I do calligraphy, and she kept
What?
going. And
Slow down. What
Back
did
up
you
a
just
little
say?
bit.
No way.
No, that was my exact reaction. I was just so taken aback, and so I asked her. I was like, "Wait! You're talking about like swing dancing, right?" And she said, "No, you are thinking about the right thing." And then she just tried to keep going, and I could not drop it. It like completely changed.
Oh my God.
That's not something that you usually casually drop in a conversation. Like, yeah, I walk dogs and then I have sex with lots of people and then also...
She lumped it in with calligraphy, for God's sakes.
I couldn't even... I couldn't change the way I looked at her after that the rest of the date.
So you're not into dating swingers?
No. I mean, it's not something that I actively seek. I'm definitely looking for a long-term monogamous relationship, and... I mean, she just said it so casually, it didn't seem like a big deal to her. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, what if I take her home to my parents and she wants to sleep with my dad?
I guess I've never thought about that before, yeah, but I guess if you're dating a swinger, you bring her home, some fun things, interesting things could happen.
It weirded me out, and I mean, she's a sweet girl, and I feel bad, but I just couldn't drop it after that.
That's understandable, Greg. Greg, I also need to tell you something.
What's that?
Chelsea is actually on the other line listening right now.
What?
Yeah. Chelsea, are you there?
Yep.
Chelsea.
How's it going, Chelsea?
I guess I'm just like, why didn't you say anything? We could have talked about it. You could have asked me questions. I would have been like, no, I'm not a psychopath who's going to try and sleep with your father.
I didn't know what kind of questions to ask you about that. You just said it so casually and nonchalant. Like, I've just never met a swinger before, and it totally shocked me.
Okay, first of all, you've definitely met one before. They just didn't tell you about it.
That's a very good point, Chelsea.
Yeah. And second of all, never having met someone doesn't mean that they're bad. You know, there's...
I didn't think of it as bad. I don't think you're a bad person. It's just honestly not the lifestyle that I'm into, and I'm sorry I wasn't upfront with you about that at the date.
Chelsea, do you always bring it up in that manner on first dates?
Not necessarily, but at the same time, I think it's better than, like, bringing it on somebody after going out for a while where they have all these assumptions.
Yeah, like you
I'd
guys
rather
are...
get it out of the way in the beginning and be honest, and then that way, if they do freak out, then I haven't gotten, like...
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Until you guys are, like, a couple months in, you're like, okay, it's finally time to meet my friends. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have sex with all my friends, too.
Right. But again, you wouldn't have to, like...
It's just ignorance. I don't think any of us really understand the swinging lifestyle. I've never been a part of it. It's always interested me. I think it's really cool that you're willing to do that, but I don't know anything about it, so that's just what I assume.
I think what's surprising to me is that it didn't cross your mind that could be a potential reason why he's not calling you back.
Well, yeah, no, I guess it didn't, because he didn't really have a reaction to it. Like, I told him all that stuff, and he was like, oh, a clown, eh? Like...
That makes sense, then.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to focus on that, because it made me totally uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say about it. I appreciate the fact that you said it on the first date, and but I couldn't let it go.
I mean, I think that the thing is that it's more about options than anything else. It's about the fact that you're not like, we have to do this and you have to sleep with these people, but you're like, okay, well, do we want to be monogamous right now? Sure. Do we want to swing right now? Sure. Do you want to go on a date with someone else right now? Sure. Like 20 years from now, when you're bored with the sex with your current partner, that doesn't mean you have to break up. It means you have other options.
Greg, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to beg you to say yes to this, okay? Would you like to go on a second date with Chelsea? I will pay for it.
Jubal's like, I want to be there.
You know what? Honestly, like, maybe I could be a little more open-minded, and
of course,
I would like to go on a second date.
Yes!
I would.
Awesome.
I'm really actually very surprised that you just said that.
Me too.
Chelsea, are you cool with going out on another date with Greg? Maybe tell him a little bit more about your lifestyle so he can understand it more?
Sure, if only to help spread the gospel of consensual non-monogamy.
Consensual non-monogamy. I like that term.
It does have a nice ring to it.
All right, well, awesome. We'll send you guys out again.
Sweet.
All right, great.
I got this great restaurant you go to. You put your keys at the door in a bowl.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. and Jubal's second date update.
It's always a nice thing to make sure that your date has made it home okay.
Yeah, I love that text message.
A lot of guys go like, hey, make sure you text me when you get home. Me, personally, I follow them home to make sure that I know that they got there. And then I wait outside to make sure that they're sleeping okay. And then I follow them to work in the morning to make sure they made it to work in the morning and everything else. But I go the extra mile.
Oh, sets you apart.
Yeah, it does. Mark is on the phone with us right now. I bring that up because the last thing that Mark heard from the girl he wants us to call today was a text saying, I got home safe.
Good.
That's it. He asked her out since then. No response, anything else. So she was letting him know at least, hey, yeah, I got home, but I don't want to see you again, I guess. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the girl you want us to call today?
Sure. Her name is Cece. She's a really pretty girl, super smart, a lot of fun to be with, loves sports just like me.
How did you meet her?
I met her online, actually.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
She's a friend of a friend on Facebook. And,
so you didn't actually meet her on a dating website. It was on Facebook, like a mutual friend?
Yeah, she was a friend's friend, and I thought she looked cute.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my God, that's Jose.
I've met a lot of girls like
I
That's how
know
Jose
you
meets
have.
all of his dates.
And you think that you're being set up is the scary part.
What did you guys do?
I took her out to one of my favorite restaurants that I always take dates to when I want to impress them. And
You know what? That's a good idea. I hear a lot of people do that. So, how'd that work out for you? How was the date?
the date went great. You know, we had great conversation. We both ordered a steak. I like women who like to eat.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was cool that we had the same taste. She drank a Manhattan. I thought that was cool.
Nice.
All right.
She likes her bourbon.
So what was the best part of your date?
Honestly, I think the best part of my date was when she agreed to come over to my house and make out with me for a bit.
Oh,
That's
a good
always a
one.
nice part of a day. I agree with you on that. That's a fun little thing. And that went okay for you?
It went great. I mean, dinner ended, and I invited her back to my place, and, you know, I toured her around the apartment, and all of a sudden we're just making out in my bedroom, and
How big's your apartment? I toured her around the apartment. Yeah,
bedroom.
it's a
all one
studio.
room.
Yeah. Wait, you guys were making out like you walked into the bedroom and just started getting it on?
honestly, like, it was, I'm a gentleman, you know, I showed her around, I showed her the backyard, we walked into my bedroom, she just grabbed me and started kissing me.
Or she grabbed you.
She did.
Nice.
A woman who eats steak, drinks bourbon, and makes the first move. It
Yeah.
sounds. I mean, she sounds like a dream girl.
Or a
Either that,
dude.
Or a dude dressed up in drag, yeah. It could be either one. So you guys made out and stuff, and then, is that all you did was make out?
All we did was make out, and then we probably hung out for another hour, just like sitting on the couch. So I don't remember what time, but it was probably after midnight. She said, "Oh, you know, it's late. I'm gonna go home."
And that's when you grabbed her by the shoulders and looked her in the eye and said, text me and let me know you made it there on time.
Pretty much, and then I cackled.
How did everything end with you guys?
I called her a cab and said goodnight to her, and she told me it was going to take her about 20 minutes to get home, and about 20 minutes or so, I hadn't heard from her, so I texted to make sure she got home okay, and I got no response, and I texted her again, and
How many times did you text her to make sure that she got home okay?
6 times, and I know that 'cause I went back and counted later.
jeez.
But honestly, I was just, I don't know, I was concerned. I couldn't even sleep. I was just like, what happened?
jeez.
You know, is she okay? I don't know. I didn't sleep all night. I was so nervous about it.
I can understand being concerned. If a girl left and she wasn't texting you back at all when you said, hey, text me when you get home, especially if, you know, she just sent her away on a cab.
Which is nice. Okay.
But she did respond to you.
She responded to me the next morning at 7 a.m.
Okay.
She said, yep, got home fine, thanks.
And that's it.
Yeah, you know, nothing about, like, thanks for the great date or whatever. It was weird.
It's weird to me that she waited till the next morning to text you back at all. I mean, if she was just going to ignore you, why not just completely ignore you, not wait till 7:30 the next morning?
Yeah, okay, so I probably overthought this, but I thought about that too. And this is my own evaluation of what could have happened. Maybe she got home in 10 minutes and went to sleep and woke up at 6.
Yeah, I was
Totally.
thinking that too.
Could happen.
Especially after drinking and a long night.
Or the cabbie swooped in on your action.
Yeah. There we go.
Get it.
All right, man, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Mark, I never officially asked you. Did you even ask Cece, the girl that you want us to call today, out on a second date?
Yeah, I did. I texted her a few more times and just never heard back.
Okay. Well, I know that you texted her like 17,000 times asking if she made it home okay after your date, but I didn't know if you officially said, hey, let's go out again, and you just haven't heard anything from her.
No, I have not heard. And yes, the asking her out was not the same time as those other texts.
Oh, okay.
Maybe for the first time ever, the second date is just going to be like, oh, I lost your phone number.
I highly doubt that. If you're just joining us for the second date update, Mark went out with this girl, Cece. They had a fun time, ended up going back to his place, making out a little bit. She left in a cab. He texted her like, hey, let me know you made it home okay. Didn't receive anything back until the next morning, and all he got was, yep, I made it home. And she won't respond to anything else. All right, man, you ready to give her a call?
I am.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Cece?
Yes.
Hi, Cece. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Nothing, just on my lunch break.
Nice. Are you familiar with our show?
I've heard you a couple times, I guess.
You heard us a couple times, you guess.
Oh,
Perfect.
Why are you guys calling?
A listener emailed us and wanted us to contact you because you recently went on a date with him. Do you remember going out with Mark?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested. Thanks.
That's it?
jeez.
You don't want to maybe talk more about why or anything else? You're just not into the guy?
No, honestly, I really need to go now anyway, so.
Wait. Cece, what did Mark do that was so bad that you can't even talk to us for just a second? Like I promise, we'll get you off the phone quickly if you have to go somewhere.
I mean, it's just kind of a long story.
Yeah, but it's a long story that everybody wants to hear. Okay, so we talked to Mark a little bit. He told us that you left his place, took a cab home, and he was texting you like, hey, let me know you made it home all right. And he texted you a bunch of times, finally got a response from you the next day that was like, yeah, I made it home. Could sort of tell that you were not exactly pumped about it, and then you won't respond to any of his other messages about going out again.
Yeah.
I mean, you initiated a makeout we even heard about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. She told you that?
I know. We know a lot, Cece. We know a lot.
Oh, my God.
I was really hoping that maybe, you just lost your phone or you fell asleep early.
This is so embarrassing. Something kind of dramatic happened afterwards. It's just, I'm just not going to be able to keep seeing him.
Something dramatic happened afterward? Are you talking about him wondering where you're at and blowing your cell phone up? That's dramatic enough for me that would make me not want to.
I mean, as far as the text messages, that wasn't really his issue. It was more of that I just didn't know how to answer his text messages after the incident.
What?
What do you mean? Like,
He just said that he asked if you made it home okay.
Well, I just didn't know if I could really be in communication with him anymore.
What? Cece, what happened?
Well, so he called me a cab, and when I went down to the cab, I got to the bottom of the stairs of his apartment, and a girl was standing there and told me that she is his girlfriend. I don't know if that's true, if she's just told me she had seen me at the restaurant with him. She knew I'd been in his apartment, to stay away from him, don't ever talk to him, and was basically holding me up against the wall. I mean, she wasn't actually touching me, but just kept moving me towards the wall. I just thought she was going to beat me at some point.
wow.
And, yeah, it was pretty scary, and she ended it with, she just said, stay away from Mark. And I was terrified. I've never encountered anything like that in my life before. So I literally ran to the cab. And I mean, I don't know who that girl is. What if she is his girlfriend? But I mean,
Yeah.
That's psycho.
No matter what,
That's
even
psycho.
if it isn't his girlfriend, he's got a crazy stalker. You don't really want to be messed around, and like you don't want to be in that situation.
It's worse if it's all in her
yeah.
head.
Wouldn't you be curious, Cece, to know if it is his girlfriend or if he's just like some crazy girl?
I mean, I don't know. If it is his girlfriend, then I don't want to talk to him. And if it isn't, and it's some crazy ex, I mean, I still don't want to talk to him because, I mean, maybe she's tracking his phone calls.
Weird.
Maybe she's tracking. I don't know. Like, how did she even know that we were out to eat? I don't know. I'm scared, and I just would rather.
You just told me in either situation you wouldn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Which is hard for me because he's actually on the other line, listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really sorry. I swear I had no idea about anything about this. This is crazy. It actually sounds really awful. I'm so sorry.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
So then who's outside of your apartment confronting your dates claiming to be your girlfriend?
I'm sure it's this girl, Kim, that I went on a bunch of dates with and is totally crazy and has kind of cyber stalked me, but I had no idea it was to this extent. I mean, this is honestly, like, this is so crazy. Like, I'm so shocked by this.
I mean, I was the one who was shocked. We had a pretty good night. I walked downstairs, and I'm basically attacked, verbally assaulted by some girl. I mean, I don't understand how you couldn't know. I mean, how did she follow us to see where we went to eat? How did she know?
I ended it with her at least 2 or 3 months ago. It was after just a couple of dates, and I said she cyberstalks me. I know that. Like, she's left weird messages on my Facebook. I had to block her from that, but I hadn't seen her in months. So how she knows that we were on the date, the fact that she told you she saw us at the restaurant, and then when she waited outside my house, like, I'm so sorry. I have to figure out what to do about this.
Oh my God, dude. This is BS. This is such. Cece, do you believe this dude?
What? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? That's not his girlfriend, and he's not just making an elaborate lie to make up the fact that it really is his girlfriend?
That's true. I mean, if she knows where he lives, knows everything like that, it sounds like he went on a few dates at least with her, so...
Yeah, but think about this, though. If Mark's going to go do a second date update on the radio, he probably doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, or he's probably just really dumb, Jubal.
Mark,
are you
the stupidest guy on the planet?
Honestly, I'm not really dumb, and I mean, I'm sitting here just like running through my brain, what if I was Cece, how would I think? And honestly, Cece, I can bring friends. You know, we have a mutual Facebook friend, you know?
Okay.
The fact that I went on like 4 or 5 dates with her, it doesn't mean that she was somebody I dated or they date like crazy weirdos like
So, Mark, you can prove that this girl is not your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Cece, what if Mark can prove that this girl is not his girlfriend?
This is just too much. Until I know that she is not your girlfriend and that she's like in jail or under a restraining order, or, I mean, it's dramatic, but I was terrified, so no.
Cece, if you go out with Mark again, we will pay for it. Hey, we'll pay for it. I'll send you out.
$30 night's not worth me possibly being killed. No.
I've got some big friends. They can go along as bodyguards. Maybe we get a police escort. We got a lot of cops that listen to the show. They'll follow you guys around, make sure nobody messes with you. What do you think?
No way.
Mark can prove it to you.
He can prove that she's an ex, but that doesn't mean he can prove that she won't come and follow me to my house.
No kidding. I'm with you, Cece. When you see crazy, just go the other way.
I understand what you're saying. I got to figure this out anyway. Give me a chance to figure this out. I promise you that I will not contact you again unless I can figure out how to prevent this and what the hell's going on. I'm floored right now.
If Mark can get rid of the stalker, then can he have a date with you?
I think it's just time to move on. Thanks, Mark.
Damn it. Nothing.
Man. See, that's good.
All right, Mark, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Yeah, I got to go figure this out. This is awful.
But he does have one woman that wants him.
So I was going to say, yeah. Don't worry about it, though. Apparently you have a girlfriend and a whole life ahead of you to enjoy with her. So have fun with that, man.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
How early do you introduce somebody to your friends after you guys have just started dating? takes a while for me to want to introduce people to my friends because it's very important to me. So if I take a girl around my friends, that means I'm finally really into her, and then she can meet my friends. And then after meeting them, she goes, they all seem like terrible people. I hate them. You should never talk to them again. And you can only spend time with me from now on. I fall in love right there instantly. That's what I look for in a woman. Well, George is on the phone today, and that's how he spent his second date with the girl that he wants to call today. He spent it meeting her friends at her birthday party.
Really?
How's it going, George?
Good. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. So where'd you meet the girl that you want to call today?
Well, we discovered each other on dating apps.
Oh, like a Tinder type of situation?
Yep, one of those types of situations.
Okay.
Is it Tinder?
Yes.
Okay. A Tinder type of situation, it was Tinder.
Yeah.
People don't want to claim it right
I
now.
know.
I know.
It's like, kind of.
People love doing that. Like an app on your phone, and sometimes you swipe one way, sometimes you swipe the other way.
Yeah, one of those.
Were you excited about going on a date with her, or are you just looking for a hookup?
I mean, it's always exciting when you get a match on Tinder, especially if you're a guy, I think. Yeah, I was excited. And we just met for coffee.
Okay. So where did the friends and birthday party come into play on this thing?
I mean, I thought we hit it off. We really enjoyed our company. We had good conversation. At the end of the day, she just said, hey, this might seem weird, but it could be fun. I got my birthday party this weekend. It's going to be friends there. It should be pretty chill. Do you want to come?
That's actually an awesome invite for you.
Perfect.
For a second date, because I don't know, somewhere subconsciously in my head, anytime a girl invites me to her birthday party, even a friend of mine, I'm thinking like, oh, she wants me to be her present that night. Is that how you felt?
I took it as a good sign.
Oh my God, I have never thought that inviting a guy to my birthday party before.
Oh, there's-
You guys go
Now you know.
quickly.
So much that comes with being invited to
Wow.
a birthday party. That's what a guy's thinking if he invites you to a birthday party. He's like, that is what I want to unwrap later. Did you get her anything for her birthday, seeing as you barely know her?
I brought a bottle of wine, but that was a good gesture.
Yeah, it's a perfect gift. Are you kidding me? And was she excited to see you?
Yeah. I felt like I was welcome. I felt like they wanted me there. She wanted me there.
She invites you to her birthday party and you show up, it's like, oh. You actually showed up.
Well, she could have been preoccupied with all of her friends and family. Like, it'd be easy to not be able to spend a whole lot of time with you.
No, I got the vibe that she was very excited for me to be there.
Okay.
How did she introduce you to her friends? This is George from Tinder? Or did she say, it's a friend of mine, or is a guy I'm dating even? How'd she introduce you?
Yeah, I think she said friend. This is a friend of mine. We didn't go into details about Tinder. I think that's for later.
But all of her good girlfriends knew. Like, they all got the lowdown
yeah.
before you showed up.
Yeah, I got the sense that they knew because whenever she introduced me, they go, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're George. You're the guy."
That's a good sign. That means that she's talking about you to her friends.
Yeah, or they were all in the room when she swiped right.
Maybe. Because the last thing you want to do is go, this is George, this guy I just met, and they go, I've never heard of you. She's not excited about you one bit. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I actually met her parents. Her parents were at the party. And they seemed like nice people. We chatted, and it wasn't as awkward as it should have been.
That's nice.
But then the next day, I texted her, be like, okay, what are we going to do next? And then it took a long time for her to respond. And when she did, she just said, let me pull it up. She said, hey, I feel like I need to be honest. I'm not interested in taking this any further.
Well,
So you're not wondering if you're not getting a call back from her because she's busy or something. You know specifically that she does not want to talk to you again.
Yep. And then I asked why, if I can ask why, and just no response. So I have no idea.
You seem like, were you social at the party? Because I think it's always such a red flag if you invite somebody and then you have to, like, babysit them the whole time.
No, I thought I was making the rounds. I thought, I didn't think I offended anybody. So
Okay. It just sounds like you got bad reports from friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I would read it.
I thought I got along with her friends great. I liked her friends a lot, and I don't think I did anything crazy like pull my junk out and wave it around for anybody.
Maybe that's actually the problem. Maybe that's what you needed to do. Make a really lasting impression.
Yeah, maybe I misread the situation entirely.
Yeah. Get hired for all sorts of birthday parties in that group.
You got to know when it's a party where you're supposed to whip your junk out at the end. You have to know that, because if you don't, it's just bad form. You know what I mean?
True.
All right.
True.
Well,
Dating 101.
yeah, I know. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
George is on the phone with us. He wants to call a girl named Lisa today. They met on Tinder, went out for a coffee date. She liked him so much she invited him to her birthday party. He went there, said he had a fun time, talked to all their friends, family, all that good stuff. But a few days later, he wasn't hearing anything back, and then she texted him saying, I'm not really interested. He's curious why and if he did something wrong. George, I didn't even think to ask the obvious question here. At the birthday party, did you sleep with one of her friends?
No.
No.
I think I'd remember that.
All right. Well, there's a follow-up to that. Does she have any pets, and did you sleep with them?
Oh, come on.
It's a. You hear how these second date updates end up a lot, all right?
She did have a very cute dog, but no, we did not have any sexual.
All right.
Oh, my God.
So, from my perspective, everything should be good, and she shouldn't be blowing you off. Are you ready to call her?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. But if I find out, like, she had a bird or something, and you had relations with it, I'm going to be pissed that you lied to me.
No, absolutely.
I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page. All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now and get her on the phone and get your second date update. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hello?
Hi. Can I speak to Lisa, please?
This is her.
Hey, Lisa. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hello. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us and asked us to get you on the phone.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they email us and ask us to get that person on the phone and ask why. So you recently went out on a date with somebody that listens to our show.
All right.
His name is George. I think you would remember going on a date with George because you also invited him to your birthday party.
Oh, yes, I did.
Sounds like regret in your voice right there.
You have a second to talk to us about George?
Yeah, I have a second.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he told us about how you guys met and he went to your birthday party. He thought everything went great. And then you sent him a text message saying you didn't want to talk to him anymore. Did he do something wrong?
Well, you know what? He was great with my friends, but the reactions at the end of the night were just not what I expected.
Did your friends not like him? They thought he was kind of a douche or something?
It wasn't my friends who reacted about him. It was my parents.
Oh.
Oh, your parents didn't like him.
Yeah.
Like, really didn't like him?
At all.
Really?
Are they, like, really strict parents?
No, they're not really overprotected. That's why it's weird that they didn't like this person.
What did they say to you?
Well, they told me, he asked questions, and they told me, he asked my mom, how many grandkids do you want?
What?
And I was like, yes.
Was he
He
joking?
asked my mom that. I don't know. She didn't make it seem like he was joking.
Was it in context, though, about something they were talking about? How long was he talking to your parents?
He was talking to them for a long time. I think he was trying to impress them or something, but he was with them for a while.
Before I got married, my mom would not really bring up grandkids, but some of them are like, oh my God, I can't wait till she finally gets married. Give me some grandkids.
No. No, that's not my mom at all. But to ask that after, like, the first time meeting them, and especially we just went to coffee once. Like, we've only been on one date. To ask that?
Did she get the feeling, I mean, because I could see him talking to her and just being like, hey, do you want grandkids someday? That's cool.
Yeah.
Or, but if he's like, how many grandkids you want? Because I'm about to do work. I'm getting ready to do work tonight.
With how she felt about it, yes, that's
Okay.
exactly how it talked to her.
But don't you think, I mean, one question like that, like it was enough to write him off?
No, it was the second question that he asked my parents.
The second, what else did he ask your parents other than if they want grandkids?
He asked my dad for permission to marry me.
Shut up. What? That is not true.
He had to have been joking.
There's no way.
No. He did.
He had to have been joking, though.
No, my dad said he was serious.
Are you sure your dad's reading it correctly? I can't imagine a guy being out, technically your second date at your birthday party, and then asking your father for permission to marry you.
I wish it had happened, but it did.
And is that why you sent him a text saying, I don't want to talk to you anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
By the way, I completely support that. If that's what I'd love to know if he was actually joking, though. Wouldn't you?
No, I mean, I trust my parents.
All right. Well, I'd like to ask him, and he's actually on the other line listening right now, so we can do that.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
First of all, this is being blown way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. I was having an adult conversation with some adults about adult things.
I don't know what to say right now. This whole situation is just confusing.
Did you?
It's really confusing to me, too. George, did you ask her father if you could marry her?
It was in the context of a fun conversation. And I was like, I was just like, hey, man, what do you think if I married your daughter?
What?
So you weren't joking, though, because you just didn't deny it.
No, well, I mean, first of all, I didn't want them to think I was just some Tinder guy, so I was trying to establish some credibility.
Wow.
It's too much credibility.
So I thought, well, for this guy to take me seriously, I should ask the question. Let's talk about putting me in the awkward position of this is my first, second date with you, and I'm meeting your parents, and I'm supposed to hold the court for an hour?
Okay, but you don't ask them to marry me after we've only been on one date.
It just came up. It wasn't. I didn't say, hey, I'm going to go propose your daughter. I said, hey, down the line, what would you think of a guy like me marrying your daughter?
That is so crazy.
I don't understand what's so crazy. Look, I just turned 30. I'm in the present company of adults, and we're talking about adult things. Marriage is on everybody's mind.
You have gone to coffee with this girl, and that is it.
We hit it off.
Yeah, but hitting it off is way different than, hey, we're going to get married. Sir, can I have your daughter's hand in marriage?
I didn't ask for her hand in marriage that moment. I asked down the line.
So it was a future proposal that you were thinking about.
It was a future hypothetical.
That doesn't make it any better, George.
Whether it was in the future or not, you don't ask it now. I mean, we did hit it off at the coffee shop, but it didn't hit off to say, okay, I'm going to marry this person.
Man, I think you're just way too uptight about this whole thing.
Holy crap. I'm uptight about it? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're f***ing crazy.
Well, okay, I guess I'm sorry that I saw a future, together. I'm sorry. If that makes me crazy, well, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lisa, you should be flattered. George wanted to marry you after one coffee date.
Yeah, that's not flattering.
Why is that not flattering?
Because it's creepy.
Okay. I guess I just don't understand. I feel like that's like a pretty high compliment you could pay somebody.
George, you don't even know her. You just met her.
Well, and she's having me meet her parents.
Yeah, but she didn't specifically say, hey, come meet my parents.
Yeah.
Didn't she just ask you to go to her birthday?
Yeah, but she left me alone with her parents for like an hour. I mean, you think she would see that and be like, oh.
So were you like pissed off that she left you with her parents for so long? You're like, I'm just going to screw this whole thing up right now. Hey, sir.
No, I wasn't pissed. I was actually like, okay, she must really like me. She's putting me together with her parents.
I never heard. What did her dad say to you after you asked for her hand in marriage?
He just laughed it off, and I did too. And I took that as like, oh, he likes me.
Yeah. I'd love to know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, this is normally the point where I ask if you guys want to go out on a second date, and I will pay for it. But instead, George, would you like to propose to Lisa right now? I will pay for the catering at your wedding if she says
George.
yes.
Oh, my God.
Please don't.
Lisa, you don't want free wedding catering? I'll pay for it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think the moment's passed on that one.
You sure? I don't know. Lisa, has it passed?
Yes, it's definitely passed.
Oh,
It was never even there.
it's a good point. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Yep, and I'm sorry that you're not going to be getting married to George anytime soon.
Thankfully.
If a girl ever asks me to meet her parents, I will politely decline.
Poor George.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
How early do you introduce somebody to your friends after you guys have just started dating? It takes a while for me to want to introduce people to my friends because it's very important to me. So if I take a girl around my friends, that means I'm finally really into her, and then she can meet my friends. And then after meeting them, she goes, they all seem like terrible people. I hate them. You should never talk to them again. And you can only spend time with me from now on. I fall in love right there instantly. That's what I look for in a woman. Well, George is on the phone today, and that's how he spent his second date with the girl that he wants to call today. He spent it meeting her friends at her birthday party.
Really?
How's it going, George?
Good. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. So where'd you meet the girl that you want to call today?
Well, we discovered each other on dating apps.
Oh, like a Tinder type of situation?
Yep, one of those types of situations.
Okay.
Is it Tinder?
Yes.
Okay. A Tinder type of situation, it was Tinder.
Yeah.
People don't want to claim it right
I
now.
know.
I know.
It's like, kind of.
People love doing that. Like an app on your phone, and sometimes you swipe one way, sometimes you swipe the other way.
Yeah, one of those.
Were you excited about going on a date with her, or are you just looking for a hookup?
I mean, it's always exciting when you get a match on Tinder, especially if you're a guy, I think. Yeah, I was excited. And we just met for coffee.
Okay. So where did the friends and birthday party come into play on this thing?
I mean, I thought we hit it off. We really enjoyed our company. We had good conversation. At the end of the day, she just said, hey, this might seem weird, but it could be fun. I got my birthday party this weekend. Just going to be friends there. It should be pretty chill. Do you want to come?
That's actually an awesome invite for you.
Perfect.
For a second date, because I don't know, somewhere subconsciously in my head, anytime a girl invites me to her birthday party, even a friend of mine, I'm thinking like, oh, she wants me to be her present that night. Is that how you felt?
I took it as a good sign.
Oh my God, I have never thought that, inviting a guy to my birthday party before.
Oh, there's-
You guys go
Now you know.
quickly.
So much that comes with being invited to
Wow.
a birthday party. That's what a guy's thinking if he invites you to a birthday party. He's like, that is what I want to unwrap later. Did you get her anything for her birthday, seeing as you barely know her?
I brought a bottle of wine, but that was a good gesture.
Yeah, it's a perfect gift. Are you kidding me? And was she excited to see you?
Yeah. I felt like I was welcome. I felt like they wanted me there. She wanted me there.
She invites you to her birthday party and you show up, it's like, oh. You actually showed up.
Well, she could have been preoccupied with all of her friends and family. Like, it'd be easy to not be able to spend a whole lot of time with you.
No, I got the vibe that she was very excited for me to be there.
Okay.
How did she introduce you to her friends? This is George from Tinder? Or did she say, it's a friend of mine, or is a guy I'm dating even? How'd she introduce you?
Yeah, I think she said friend. This is a friend of mine. We didn't go into details about Tinder. I think that's for later.
But all of her good girlfriends knew. Like, they all got the lowdown
yeah.
before you showed up.
Yeah, I got the sense that they knew because whenever she introduced me, they go, "Oh,
yeah,
you're George. You're the guy."
Uh-huh.
That's a good sign. That means that she's talking about you to her friends.
Yeah, or they were all in the room when she swiped right.
Maybe. Yeah. Because the last thing you want to do is go, this is George, this guy I just met, and they go, I've never heard of you. She's not excited about you one bit. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I actually met her parents. Her parents were at the party. And they seemed like nice people. We chatted, and it wasn't as awkward as it should have been.
That's nice.
But then the next day, they texted her, be like, okay, what are we going to do next? And then it took a long time for her to respond. And when she did, she just said, let me pull it up. She said, hey, I feel like I need to be honest. I'm not interested in taking this any further.
Well,
So you're not wondering if you're not getting a call back from her because she's busy or something. You know specifically that she does not want to talk to you again.
Yep. And then I asked why, if I can ask why, and just no response. So I have no idea.
You seem like, were you social at the party? Because I think it's always such a red flag if you invite somebody and then you have to, like, babysit them the whole time.
No, I thought I was making the rounds. I thought, I didn't think I offended anybody. So
Okay. It just sounds like you got bad reports from friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I would read it.
I thought I got along with her friends great. I liked her friends a lot, and I don't think I did anything crazy like pull my junk out and wave it around for anybody.
Maybe that's actually the problem. Maybe that's what you needed to do. Make a really lasting impression.
Yeah, maybe I misread the situation entirely.
Yeah. Get hired for all sorts of birthday parties in that group.
You got to know when it's a party where you're supposed to whip your junk out at the end. You have to know that, because if you don't, it's just bad form. You know what I mean?
True.
All right.
True.
Well,
Dating 101.
yeah, I know. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
George is on the phone with us. He wants to call a girl named Lisa today. They met on Tinder, went out for a coffee date. She liked him so much she invited him to her birthday party. He went there, said he had a fun time, talked to all their friends, family, all that good stuff. But a few days later, he wasn't hearing anything back, and then she texted him saying, I'm not really interested. He's curious why and if he did something wrong. George, I didn't even think to ask the obvious question here. At the birthday party, did you sleep with one of her friends?
No. I think I'd remember that.
All right, well, there's a follow-up to that. Does she have any pets, and did you sleep with them?
Oh, come on.
You hear how these second date updates end up a lot, all right?
She did have a very cute dog, but no, we did not have any sexual.
All right.
Oh, my God.
So,
God.
from my perspective, everything should be good, and she shouldn't be blowing you off. Are you ready to call her?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, but if I find out like she had a bird or something and you had relations with it, I'm going to be pissed that you lied to me.
No, absolutely.
I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and get her on the phone and get your second date update. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lisa, please?
This is her.
Hey, Lisa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hello. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us and asked us to get you on the phone.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they email us and ask us to get that person on the phone and ask why. So you recently went out on a date with somebody that listens to our show.
All right.
His name is George. I think you would remember going on a date with George because you also invited him to your birthday party.
Oh, yes, I did.
Sounds like regret in your voice right there.
You have a second to talk to us about George?
Yeah, I have a second.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he told us about how you guys met and you went to your birthday party. He thought everything went great. And then you sent him a text message saying you didn't want to talk to him anymore. Did he do something wrong?
Well, you know what? He was great with my friends, but the reactions at the end of the night were just not what I expected.
Did your friends not like him? They thought he was kind of a douche or something?
It wasn't my friends who reacted about him. It was my parents.
Oh.
Oh, your parents didn't like him.
Yeah.
Like, really didn't like him?
At all.
Really?
Whoa.
Are they, like, really strict parents?
No, they're not really overprotected. That's why it's weird that they didn't like this person.
What did they say to you?
Well, they told me, he asked questions, and they told me, he asked my mom, how many grandkids do you want?
What?
And I was like, yes!
Was he
He
joking?
asked my mom that. I don't know. She didn't make it seem like he was joking.
Was it in context, though, about something they were talking about? How long was he talking to your parents?
He was talking to them for a long time. I think he was trying to impress them or something, but he was with them for a while.
Before I got married, my mom would not really bring up grandkids, but some of them are like, oh my God, I can't wait till she finally gets married. Give me some grandkids.
No. No, that's not my mom at all. But to ask that after, like, the first time meeting them, and especially we just went to coffee once. Like, we've only been on one date. To
So-
ask that?
Did she get the feeling? I mean, because I could see him talking to her and just being like, hey, do you want grandkids someday? That's cool.
Yeah.
Or, but if he's like, how many grandkids you want? Because I'm about to do work. I'm getting ready to do work tonight.
With how she felt about it, yes, that's
Okay.
exactly how I talked to her.
But don't you think, I mean, one question like that, like it was enough to write him off?
No, it was the second question that he asked my parents.
The second, what else did he ask your parents other than if they want grandkids?
He asked my dad for permission to marry me.
Shut up. That is not true.
He had to have been joking.
There's no way.
No. He did.
He had to have been joking, though.
No, my dad said he was serious.
Are you sure your dad's reading it correctly? I can't imagine a guy being out, technically your second date at your birthday party, and then asking your father for permission to marry you.
I wish it had happened, but it did.
And is that why you sent him a text saying, I don't want to talk to you anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
By the way, I completely support that. If that's what I'd love to know if he was actually joking, though. Wouldn't you?
No, I mean, I trust my parents.
All right. Well, I'd like to ask him, and he's actually on the other line listening right now, so we can do that.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
First of all, this is being blown way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. I was having an adult conversation with some adults about adult things.
I don't know what to say right now. This whole situation is just confusing.
Did you?
It's really confusing to me, too. George, did you ask her father if you could marry her?
It was in the context of a fun conversation. And I was like, you know, it's just like, hey, man, what do you think if I married your daughter?
What?
So you weren't joking, though, because you just didn't deny it.
No, well, I mean, first of all, I didn't want them to think I was just some Tinder guy, so I was trying to establish some credibility.
Wow.
You know?
It's too much credibility.
So I thought, well, for this guy to take me seriously, I should ask the question. Let's talk about putting me in the awkward position of this is my first, I guess second date with you, and I'm meeting your parents, and I'm supposed to hold the court for an hour?
Okay, but you don't ask them to marry me after we've only been on one date.
It just came up. It wasn't. I didn't say, hey, I'm going to go propose your daughter. I said, hey, you know, down the line, what would you think of a guy like me marrying your daughter?
That is so crazy.
I don't understand what's so crazy. Look, I just turned 30. I'm in the present company of adults, and we're talking about adult things. Marriage is on everybody's mind.
You have gone to coffee with this girl, and that is it.
We hit it off.
Yeah, but hitting it off is way different than, hey, we're going to get married. Sir, can I have your daughter's hand in marriage?
I didn't ask for her hand in marriage that moment. I asked down the line.
Oh, so it was a future proposal that you were thinking about.
It was a future hypothetical.
That doesn't make it any better, George.
Whether it was in the future or not, you don't ask it now. I mean, we did hit it off at the coffee shop, but it didn't hit off to say, okay, I'm going to marry this person.
Man, I think you're just way too uptight about this whole thing.
Holy crap. I'm uptight about it? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're f***ing crazy.
Well, okay, I guess I'm sorry that I saw a future, together. I'm sorry. If that makes me crazy, well, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lisa, you should be flattered. George wanted to marry you after one coffee date.
Yeah, that's not flattering.
Why is that not flattering?
Because it's creepy.
Okay. I guess I just don't understand. I feel like that's like a pretty high compliment you could pay somebody.
George, you don't even know her. You just met her.
Well, and she's having me meet her parents.
Yeah, but she didn't specifically say, hey, come meet my parents.
Yeah.
Didn't she just ask you to go to her birthday?
Yeah, but she left me alone with her parents for like an hour. I mean, you think she would see that and be like, oh.
So were you like pissed off that she left you with her parents for so long? You're like, I'm just going to screw this whole thing up right now. Hey, sir.
No, I wasn't pissed. I was actually like, okay, she must really like me. She's putting me together with her parents.
I never heard. What did her dad say to you after you asked for her hand in marriage?
He just laughed it off, and I did too. And I took that as like, oh, he likes me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, this is normally the point where I ask if you guys want to go out on a second date, and I will pay for it. But instead, George, would you like to propose to Lisa right now? I will pay for the catering at your wedding if she says
George.
yes.
Oh, my God.
Please don't.
Lisa, you don't want free wedding catering? I'll pay for it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think the moment's passed on that one.
You sure? I don't know. Lisa, has it passed?
Yes, it's definitely passed.
Oh,
It was never even there.
it's a good point. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Yep, and I'm sorry that you're not going to be getting married to George anytime soon.
Thankfully.
If a girl ever asks me to meet her parents, I will politely decline.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
All right, we're about to answer the question that our listeners have been asking us for a long time now. Are you ever going to have Brittany back on the show? Yes, we are. If you're unaware with who Brittany is, last time we talked to Brittany, she told us she went on a date 3 years ago with a guy, and things went very, very well.
And a couple months later, I realized I was pregnant.
Boom!
Brittany.
From a one-night stand. I guess apparently that's my reaction to getting boom! That's the sound of getting pregnant. So anyway, she ended up having a daughter that's now 2.5. She got scared and moved away.
Move back in with her parents.
Yeah, because she was getting pressure from her family and stuff like that. She told the guy nothing. Fast forward to 3 years later, she emails us because she wants to do a second date update on the guy.
Oh my gosh, it's such a bad
And tell
way
him
to do
live on
this.
the air that he has a 2.5-year-old.
Oh.
Brittany, why us? Why would you think to email us to do this?
Well, yeah, no, I am a major fan, and truthfully, like, I just moved back here. I don't have a lot of support, and you guys are so supportive of people on the air. So.
We really are.
No,
We get a bad rap. We get a bad rap for not being supportive, but we are super supportive.
we
yeah.
are not.
Well, we have Brittany's back.
Can we ask real quick, because I never asked you before, are we sure that this guy is the dad?
Yes.
You're positive?
100% positive.
There's no one else, okay, in the picture.
If
I
it
mean,
isn't, when we find out, we can have a whole other show on paternity tests.
Woo! I'm just
Yeah,
so...
no, I mean, it's either that or, I mean, he's the only person I was with in, like, a 5-month period at that time, so.
Sometimes that stuff can lay dormant for a while. Could be.
Oh,
No,
God,
Jubal,
no,
it doesn't.
that's the other stuff. So, and you're okay doing this publicly? Like, you think that's a good method of talking to him?
I know it's a little screwed up. I mean, I'm aware. I'm not like crazy. I get it. Like it is a little bit, but I'm so nervous about it. I just feel like I need to be made to do it.
And since we talked to you, Brittany, you wouldn't believe the response that we've gotten from people. Everywhere I'm out, all anybody wants to talk about is your situation. And are we going to do it? Are we going to call him and tell him on the air that you have his 2.5-year-old child?
Yeah.
Some people had issues with it, like Brooke.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do it.
No, I still don't want to do it. I don't
But-
think this is a good idea at all, Brittany.
Brittany, you've agreed to this off the air when we talked to you. You said that we can call him and see if he'll go on a second date with you.
Yeah.
If he says yes, you're going to tell him when you go on the date.
Yeah.
If he says no and you've already agreed to this, you're just going to tell him on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, no. God, no, Brittany. Brittany, have you done any research about this guy? Do you know if he's even single still? I mean, he could be married and have kids of his own after 3 years of not seeing someone.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't ever become Facebook friends, but he has one of those Facebook profiles that, like, you can see some stuff. It's not completely blocked.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't see any pictures of him and infants.
Okay, well, that's a good sign.
Or wife or anything else, yeah. So we've got...
And it doesn't say, married on there.
Okay.
And are you prepared for him to totally, like, freak out? I mean, even if he comes around later and thinks that, okay, cool, I have a kid, the initial reaction, my guess, is not going to be a pleasant one.
I agree.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm nervous. If it was all going to be easy, I don't think I
Right.
I wouldn't be doing, like, I know it's a big deal, and all I can say is, like, I've grown up a lot. I mean,
Right.
being a mom makes you grow up a lot.
I hear that. Parents say that often, that having a kid makes you more responsible and stuff. I don't buy it. I still don't buy
I'm not
it.
saying that you should try it necessarily.
No, definitely not.
No one wants that.
Okay, so if he says yes, you're going to go on the date with him and tell him on the date that you have his 2.5-year-old kid.
Does anyone have
Or-
anxiety medication?
If he says no, we'll just tell him right on the air, congratulations, you're a father.
Jubal, let her say it.
All right, Brittany, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
not.
what if he doesn't remember me?
That's a good point, Brittany.
We'll have to jog his memory somehow. He's going to get to know you at some point,
Yeah.
obviously. All right, we'll do it right after this, okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Oh, come on.
My baby dad. All the hits. If you're just tuning in, or if you've been following along, we've got Brittany on the phone with us. Brittany emailed us a little while ago because she wanted us to do a second date update on a guy that she had a one-night stand with about 3 years ago.
Oh my God.
That one-night stand produced a beautiful 2.5-year-old child. He doesn't know that he has it because she ended up getting scared and moving away with her family, and her family actually told her not to tell the guy. Well, she's decided that she wants to tell him through us.
Yeah.
Brittany, you still can pull out and not do this if you...
Oh, too late.
Brittany,
You still have time.
Funny.
No, I didn't mean to do that. You still have time to change your mind, though.
But you know what? I just didn't answer to that thing. I'm glad. I mean, I love my daughter. So
Right.
even though it's all really complicated, I'm glad that it happened.
I can get behind the date and you telling him face to face. But who decided that we were going to do anything on air if he didn't go on a date? I'm not happy with that
Brittany
at all.
decided that we can do that. If he says yes to the date, that's how we'll do it. If he says no, then Brittany's just going to tell him on the air.
Brittany, people... I mean, this is such a huge announcement, and to
Yeah, but our listeners want to do it. Brittany wants to do it. This is the way she wants to do it. She feels comfortable doing it.
You know, like when you hire a person, to help you exercise and stuff, a trainer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like because you can't do it on you're not going to do it on your own, even if you join a gym.
Well, I've
Even
said
though
it about this show a million times. We are like personal trainers for your life. Here we go. We're going to call him right now. Should I play the Baby Daddy song?
No.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Noah, please?
Yeah, this is Noah. What's up?
Noah, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The radio station?
Yeah. Are you familiar?
Yeah. So, I'm on the radio right now?
You are.
Okay.
When's the last time you listened to our show?
I don't know, like a while ago?
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can appreciate that, but
Oh, gosh.
you haven't heard any of our recent shows.
No.
Okay. Well, somebody emailed us because they want to do a second date update with you. Any idea who could be trying to reconnect?
No, don't you have to then like a first date to do a second date?
Yeah.
It's a good point, Noah.
When's the last time you went on a date, Noah?
Well, like a while ago. I mean, I was in a relationship and stuff, so.
Oh, you were in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you saying you're single now?
Like recently, like within like the last 3 weeks.
Oh, so you're okay. So currently single. So you haven't been on a date since you're.
No, we were like living together and stuff, and then she went to grad school, so.
Okay. Well, you did go on a first date about 3 years ago. Do you remember that?
Welcome to your past, Noah.
Not, I mean, I went on a couple first dates 3 years ago, but is there not in particular?
I'm specifically talking about a girl named Brittany.
I'm gonna need. I don't remember.
Don't remember?
No. I kind of went through a phase for a while, So I mean, is there like, I don't know, any other details?
Why don't we do this? The girl's name was Brittany, and you had a one-night stand with her, and then after that, she moved out of state. Okay?
Okay.
She's back in town, and she wants to reconnect with you. Because apparently you were that amazing. She couldn't forget you for 3 years. I don't know why. But it must have just been what you did to her that night.
Stop
you know
talking
what I
the
mean?
man up
You
so
big
much.
stud.
Noah.
I hope my mom isn't listening to this show, but yeah, okay.
Are you a little creeped out that someone's been looking for you for 3 years?
I'm still a little creeped out that you're the radio station calling me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What if I let you talk to Brittany and have her jog your memory? She's on the phone with us right now.
Okay.
Brittany, say hi to Noah.
Hi, Noah.
Hi.
Hi. This is okay. Gosh, you don't remember me. We went dancing, and I had not had anything to eat that day, so I got sick after a couple drinks and threw up on your shoes.
Oh my God! Yes, I know who you are.
You normally don't forget when somebody throws up on your shoes.
No. Sorry, I'm sorry. That was super long ago.
I know. You made such good bacon and eggs. That was really nice that you made me food after that.
Oh my gosh.
You're nice.
Yeah. No, I remember. Yeah. Wait, but I thought I hit you up a few times after that. I just never heard anything.
I know. It's just I was really preoccupied with work, and then I was leaving town, and I just felt like it was, to start something when I was leaving just didn't seem worthwhile, and I was so busy, but I've actually thought about you almost every day.
Yeah, thought about you
Brittany.
every day since you guys
Almost
hooked
every
up.
day. I mean, but I've just been sort of out of the loop. I haven't really been dating.
I'm I don't know. I'm still like I'm confused, honestly. Like you never like responded to my texts or anything, so I kind of just moved on. I don't.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, of course you did.
After I kind of didn't hear from you, I just kind of figured, it wasn't going to work and kind of forgot about it,
No, it totally makes sense. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, it sounds like you just got out of something. I don't know if you're ready to like go on a date again, but we could even just like hang and catch up. It doesn't have to be.
Brittany, sell yourself.
I would just like to hang with you again if you would be into that.
It's just like a lot has kind of happened, between like then and now.
No, of course, yeah.
A ton has happened. I mean, a lot has happened.
I mean,
Noah, it's crazy. In 3 years, you wouldn't believe how much could happen. Like, you just got out of a long relationship, right, Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. A lot can happen in 3 years.
Okay.
I thought we really connected. We could go sailing. We both like sailing, and we both like zoos. We go to zoo. We both like kids. This is like. We have I remember having a lot.
Noah, you like kids?
No, Jubal.
Kids are okay.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
nice.
you guys have so much in common, Noah. I mean, I think that you would be great to hang. I mean, I think that you'd be missing an opportunity if you didn't hang out with her again.
At this point, Noah, I would love to ask you if you will go on a second date
Please say yes.
3 years later with Brittany.
Please say yes.
We will pay for the date.
I mean, you seem really nice. I kind of like, you got to let the past be the past a little bit. Like, I appreciate
What'd
it.
you
But
say?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably no, to be honest.
Really?
No.
I mean, I just got like this girl like that I like love. It's sort of like I'm not sure if I really just want to like go out once again with someone that like I went out once with 3 years ago.
Sometimes the best thing to do is just, hop back on that horse, help you forget about it, get over your breakup.
No,
like go out with Brittany again. Just for a date, dude.
It doesn't have to be like a high pressure thing. Like,
Noah, it's one date. It's not it's gonna affect your whole life.
If you do anything,
You know what
Noah,
I mean? It's
go-
one date.
Go on the date. It'll be so much fun. Please.
I mean, like I guess you're right. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? It's like
Yeah.
one date.
Yes.
You're gonna go?
Sure. I'll go on the date.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, like seriously. What's the worst that could happen, dude? You go out for one night with a girl and, just have dinner.
Yeah.
Noah, are you free tonight?
Yeah, I'm free tonight.
Brittany, how do you feel about being able to go out with Noah again?
yeah, I can try. I can rearrange some things and be free tonight. Yeah.
Nice. Are you excited, Brittany?
Yeah, I'm nervous, Noah, but yeah.
And we'll send you guys out tonight. And then will you call us tomorrow morning, Noah, so we can get a little recap of your date? Because it's a really interesting story that you guys, haven't seen each other in so long.
Sure. Why not?
Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome.
No, I want to tell you right now that you are a good person and that it is a good decision that you made today.
Okay, it's just a date, It's not like not like the end of the world or changing it.
Exactly. All right. Well, congratulations, you two crazy kids.
Oh, my God.
Enjoy your date tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, all right?
Okay.
All right, great.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
All right, so you guys heard what happened. In a nutshell, Brittany had a one-night stand several years ago with a guy named Noah, and that one night accidentally produced a seed that grew into a person.
Why do you make having a child always sound so weird, man?
Full-grown little girl seed.
Yeah.
It's just a baby.
It's 2.5. It's a toddler now.
Brittany's family didn't want her to tell Noah about it, and she raised their daughter in secret for over 2 years. And for her second date update, Brittany wanted a chance to meet up with Noah so she could finally come clean and tell him that he is father.
The father?
Again, I'm really glad you don't ever deliver any of this type of
The
news.
parenting thing doesn't really come naturally
No,
to
it
me,
doesn't.
but
It's so awkward,
she
man.
wanted to tell him that he's father.
Yeah.
We got Noah to agree to the date, but he still doesn't know about his daughter yet. So tomorrow morning at 7:30, we're going to play the second part for you where Brittany finally tells Noah the truth. And right after that, we'll talk to the couple live and find out what's happened in the last 3 years after he found out on this show that he had a kid.
That's crazy.
We'll do that tomorrow at 7:30, so make sure you're here.
Moving 92.5 has
If you're just tuning in for today's second date, Audrey is on the phone, and she's surprised that she's not getting a call back from a dude named Justin, because at the end of the night, she even gave him a pity kiss. She felt bad for him the whole evening and decided to throw him a bone and kiss him. And you know what? A pity kiss is still a kiss, Audrey. So why isn't he calling you back?
That's what I'm saying.
If you didn't hear the story, Audrey met this dude named Justin at their friend's wedding. He was actually videoing the wedding, and there was a very awkward moment where he forgot to video the vows. So he had to stop everything and ask them to redo it so he could capture the moment on video. After that, he felt terrible, and then Audrey approached him at the reception and tried to make him feel better. They talked, they drank a little bit, danced, and had a fun time, and then ended the evening with a kiss, but now she's not hearing anything back from Justin and doesn't know why. So we're going to see if we can get him on the phone and figure it out. You ready, Audrey?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Well, we'll call his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
All right.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Justin, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Justin, my name is Jubal, and I'm looking to get some video work done for a wedding I have coming up.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I hear you do amazing work with the vow portion of a wedding.
All right, come on. Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to call you because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
One of your listeners? What do you mean?
Well, this is a radio show, Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, and we have listeners, a couple of them.
Yeah, like, why are you calling, though?
Because one of our listeners emailed us about you. Her name is Audrey.
Audrey from the wedding?
Yeah, Audrey from the wedding. You remember her?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you-
Unfortunately.
that is strong words there, sir.
True words.
True words,
Okay.
Why is she emailing a radio show about me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. I know you guys didn't technically go out on a date, but she said she had a really fun time hanging out with you at your friend's wedding and doesn't know why you just ditched her after you guys kissed.
Well, how'd she even get my number?
I guess she got it from the bride.
She said she texted you and you never texted her back.
Nope, didn't get that text.
What?
Wait, you didn't even get the text.
No.
So the last you saw of her was at the wedding, or heard from her, I guess I should say.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, that's like really all I needed to know about her. Like, you can tell her I'm good.
Oh.
You sound pissed.
Yeah, she sort of ruined everything.
What?
Whoa.
What do you mean by everything?
I mean, everything. The wedding, my friendship with the groom and the bride, my other friends. Like, it's been awful.
What are you? She just said you guys spent a couple hours chatting at a reception. How could she have ruined your life from that?
Well, it's a long story. Trust me, it's her fault all the way.
Can you give us like a shortened version of the long story?
Yeah.
Audrey told you about the vows and the video camera thing?
Yeah, she said that you screwed up and forgot to film the vows. Is that her fault too?
No, okay. To be fair, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Yeah, I was going to say props to you to be bold enough to stand up and make the groom and bride repeat them for you, though.
Well, I mean, like, groom's a good friend of mine. Like, he would have killed me if I afterwards was like, hey, sorry, guys, didn't record it. So I thought they would rather, like, do it again than not have it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was being a good person.
Okay, so how is that Audrey's fault then? How'd she ruin everything?
So after everyone's mad at me, and this woman comes up to me, and she's like trying to make me feel better, but like, when you've like messed up and you just don't want anyone to talk to you. Well, she like kept reminding me.
Okay.
And when you're saying this woman came up to me, you're talking about Audrey, right?
Sorry, yeah, Audrey came up to me, but I don't know who she is at first. So, it was nice of her to try to make me feel better. So, like, that, I guess that part is not so bad. But, like, it's still, overall, it was not good. It was, like, all went wrong.
What else went wrong? I don't get it.
Like, no matter where I go, she's, like, talking to me. It feels like it's going on forever. And then the groom, my friend, comes up to me and pulls me off to the side and goes off on me.
Why?
Why?
Because I was supposed to be videoing the whole reception, and I had not been. Because Audrey had been talking to me the whole time. I just, like, couldn't get away from her. I mean, I missed the first dance. I missed the father-daughter dance. I missed the best man speech.
How is that Audrey's fault,
Exactly. That is your fault.
No, she kept complimenting me, and I was distracted the whole time.
You get so distracted at a wedding that you don't hear them announce the father-daughter dance and watch, like, everyone turns and watches that. How are you not paying attention?
Because she was like talking in my ear, and then there was like food involved. I mean, she was just like talking and would not stop talking.
How are you going to blame me for you not doing your job?
Wait, who's that?
Oh, that's Audrey, Justin. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, she's been on this whole time?
Yeah, I've been listening this whole time, and I could not stand to listen to it any longer because you are so full of it.
I'd have to agree.
So, wait, are you denying that you would not leave me alone? Like 4 hours that you were like attached to me, like the whole time? Like
I was talking to you, but you could have told me you were too busy to talk if that was really the problem.
I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I mean, you were chatty.
You say it with such disdain.
Of course I'm saying it that way because one of my closest friends hasn't talked to me in weeks. So thanks so much for that.
Look, it's not my fault that you got too distracted by me to do your job.
It is your fault. Like, that is the definition of the word fault. You distracted me.
I was just trying to make you feel better. You were over pouting in a corner. You probably would have been too busy doing that if it hadn't been me talking to you.
Oh my, I took a break. I was taking a break.
It sounds like you took a break the whole time, Justin.
I did not take a break the whole time. No, come on. It was her. It was her. You can't turn this on me. You can't. No.
Were you getting paid to do this too, or was this just supposed to be out of the kindness of your heart?
A little bit of both. But I didn't get paid because they wouldn't give me anything for it.
I wouldn't either.
Well, it sounds like you didn't record anything.
Yeah. Did you get any video of their wedding at all?
Well, I would have gotten more, like, in the beginning part, but, like, the bride's aunt kept talking to me and, like, asking me to make sure that, like, I got her and her kids.
So it was her fault, too. So it was Audrey, the bride's aunt, and anybody else?
I mean, there were a lot of things going on, but it would mostly be Audrey's fault. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So you didn't get any video of the wedding, really, and Audrey screwed that up for you.
Yes.
Ridiculous. You are so delusional if you're blaming this on me, Justin.
Audrey, did you ever, like, think once to be like, hey, Justin, don't you think you should, like, record this?
Yeah.
No, that's your job.
Audrey, did you ever think to remind him to do his job at the wedding? Jeez, what is wrong with you?
Oh,
hey,
man.
Justin, would you like to go out with Audrey on a second date? We will pay for it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, if she calls up my friend and apologizes for distracting me.
No.
Wait, you want her to apologize for you being an idiot?
Yeah. This is as much her fault, more her fault than mine. But I'm not, like, if she apologizes to them for ruining their wedding,
wow.
I'll think about it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that's
Come on, Audrey,
weird,
but you ruined everything. Why can't you just own up to it?
Oh, yeah, I should totally call him up and be like, I'm sorry I ruined your wedding by talking to someone. Maybe I should pay for their wedding cake, too. Or pay you for the video that you made for them.
Hey, I won't complain.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, so that's a no then. You guys are not going to go out on another date?
No way.
No, okay. All right, well, Justin, thank you for your time and better luck videotaping other weddings.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And Audrey.
Yeah?
Thank you very much for your email. I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
Oh, well, thank you. At least I know now what happened.
And you will never be invited to anybody's wedding ever again because you are just ruining weddings left and right.
Well, at least I know who not to recommend for their video.
Weddings are always fun, right?
Yes, I love weddings.
There's a young couple that's giving away their independence, and judging by statistics, will probably be divorced in 4.7 years. But other than that, there's the lonely people looking to hook up.
God, you have
There's
such a sour look
the
at weddings.
drunk uncle
sticking
his junk in the punch when people aren't looking.
That's why it tasted like that.
And of course, there's always so many awkward moments at weddings. And Audrey is on the phone today because she wants to call a dude that she met at a wedding, and he was actually the cause of the major awkwardness at the wedding. What? Audrey, what's up?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. So The guy that you want to call today actually caused some drama at the wedding? Am I reading your email correctly?
Yeah, he definitely made an impression during the ceremony.
Please don't tell me that you're trying to get a call back from the groom.
No.
Okay, good.
He was actually doing the wedding video.
Oh, he was a videographer. So he wasn't even like a friend or anything. He was an employee.
Well, he's a friend of the groom.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
his buddy was filming the thing.
Yeah.
All right. And your email said that something really awkward happened. What was that?
Well, when it came time for them to read their vows, he forgot to press record, and he had to have them repeat them, basically.
Shut up. He actually stopped them in the middle and said, I didn't get that. Can you redo it?
Yeah, it was super awkward. He had to get up in front of everyone and apologize, and yeah, it was really awkward.
Oh my gosh.
Did he give him any direction? Like, okay, we're going to run this back again, but you, I need you to really have more emotion in this.
Could you have one single tear drop down your cheek?
No, no directions, but he definitely felt super awful about it, and it was really awkward.
Okay, wait, I'm confused though. Were you on a date with him at the wedding while he was videoing the wedding?
No, so, after this happened during the ceremony, he pretty much had no one talking to him during the reception.
Just sitting by himself with his video camera alone in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt really bad for the guy, and I struck up a conversation with him, brought him a drink. I just felt really bad for him. He seemed like he genuinely just made a mistake, and, he was really beating himself up over this. Like, this is the dumbest mistake anyone could have made. I just ruined their wedding. And I was just trying to make him feel better. Like, no, you could have swung the camera around and hit the bride in the face. Like, that would have been worse.
You're like, no one barely even noticed what you did.
Well, they noticed.
Everybody noticed. Okay, so you were sitting there trying to make him feel better, and is that what your date is, or did you guys actually go out on a date?
We did not go out on a date. We hung out during the wedding. We hung out for, probably a few hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and, it started out that I just felt bad for him and wanted to cheer him up, but the more we got to talking and hanging out, he's just a really sweet guy, and we actually kind of have a lot in common. So I guess I sort of started getting feelings for him throughout this time we spent together.
More than just feeling bad for him? Different feelings?
Yeah, more than just feeling bad for him.
Okay.
I even gave him a little kiss towards the end of the night. And, that definitely cheered him up, and I thought it was going great.
A pity kiss. You gave him a little pity kiss because you felt bad for him.
Well, it was half pity kiss and half I really wanted to kiss him.
Okay, so there was still a little bit of pity in there. All right.
What was his reaction after you kissed him?
It seemed like he liked it. Like, he seemed to be happier, kind of forgetting about what had happened. But not long after that, he kind of disappeared, and I didn't get a chance to exchange numbers with him or anything. So I got his number from the bride, and I texted him, and he hasn't responded. So I don't know what happened, or I don't know.
You haven't heard anything from him at all?
No.
I would assume when you guys were talking, he's single, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm just thinking,
So we really don't know.
because if a girl kisses you and then you disappear, maybe you're guilty, or I don't know.
I hadn't even thought of that, actually.
Oh, no.
But I'd like to find out if that's what it is.
Yeah.
I really felt like we hit it off, and I'd like to see him again.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then find out if you get a second date or if you're going to get ditched.
Great, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Hey, Austin.
Hey.
I really want to do this second date, but I don't know if I can trust myself with you on the phone.
Oh my gosh. What a line.
I mean, I get that a lot. I'm really serious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, you won me over.
Brooke's right. Girls do always say that.
Oh
I
yeah.
only heard it once, so that's why.
It's like the only classy way to say, "Yo, I want your junk."
If you're just tuning in, Austin met Tanya on Tinder, and they met up at a bar where he did some fire tricks with a lighter, and she told him, I don't know if I can trust myself with you. And he was like, I don't know if I can trust myself with you. And before you know, they ended up hooking up, and ever since then, though, she's stopped talking to
Now
him.
they really don't trust each other.
Yeah, there's zero trust now. Like, and not in a good way anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. She really won't call me back now.
I mean, the way you described it is everything went just perfect.
It did.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure. I mean, she hooked up with me on the first date. What else do you want?
Yeah, you can't really do more.
I don't know. Maybe you weren't that good in bed. Have you ever thought of that, Austin?
Ooh, don't hurt his ego.
All right, I'm sorry. You got to shut your mouth right now. That is not an issue.
All right.
We'll find out, won't we, Austin?
Yeah, maybe we should ask Tanya where the issue lies. We're gonna dial her phone number right now and try and get your second date, okay?
That's great.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Tanya, please?
this is she.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing? My name's Young Jeffrey. I work on the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. You have a moment to talk?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
What? Am I like on the air? Are you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jeffrey, you cannot.
No, what? She sounds cute.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Oh, she's hot.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting this.
All of the men in the room need to calm themselves.
Jeffrey's blushing.
I am. Okay, sorry. We
wow,
we wanted
okay,
to talk
don't know
with you,
what to say.
Tanya.
We really like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Could we talk with you?
Why?
I talked with you, huh?
Yeah.
Is this your first time talking to a woman?
Yeah,
Can we
right.
hang up and call back? Like,
Tanya.
Brooke, you do this one.
Tanya, a person you recently went out on a date with called us to get a hold of you because apparently you're not calling him back.
Oh no. Okay. Who is it?
His name is Austin.
Oh no. Gross. Ugh.
what? Gross? No way.
Oh my God.
Austin
He
sounds
is
great.
gonna die when he hears that. Oh.
What? Yeah. What makes you say gross?
Well, like at first I was into him or whatever, but like I'm not anymore.
Is there something that changed? Because his description of the date, everything was perfect.
Yeah, he told us everything that happened that night.
He told you like everything.
I mean, pretty much everything. You
Yeah.
said you guys went to a bar. He did some cool lighter tricks for you and got you back to his place where you guys apparently had a really good time.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I guess all that's right or whatever, but like afterwards things happened and I'm really not okay with it.
Like things in the bedroom happened or things the morning after happened?
No, he just like after that he just like really crossed the line and made me realize he's like a total asshole.
Whoa, it's a strong word.
Really?
What did he do?
So my sister sends me a text like a few days later with a screenshot of Austin's Instagram profile.
Okay.
And she's like, do you know this guy? And I was like, well, yeah, I went on a date with him a couple of days ago. And she told me he's been blowing up her profile. Like, liking all her photos, leaving heart emojis on her pics, like flirty comments and stuff.
So wait,
On your sister's Instagram profile?
Yeah, on my sister's Instagram profile, not mine.
Whoa.
Wait,
Hold on.
he's hitting on your sister.
Yeah.
Did he find her through your social media pages? Is that how he found her?
I mean, that's what I'm assuming, yeah.
Oh my God, that is gross. Why would he do that?
Hold on. Is he like complimenting overly or is he just liking a lot? Because he could just be nice because you're her sister.
Oh, no, the comments were not acceptable. They were not appropriate.
Whoa.
Like what? What did he say?
Stuff like, nobody should be able to look this hot, and then like leaving 3 heart emojis afterwards.
I mean, sounds pretty innocent to me.
What? Jeffrey!
I don't know what the problem is there.
That's crossing the
He even like called her like, so during the date, I'm not sure if he told you this, like he said that I looked like Khaleesi or Daenerys in the Game of Thrones series. I thought that was really sweet or whatever, but then he said the same thing on one of her profile pics.
Oh, no.
Well, you are siblings, so you probably look alike.
Yeah, but come on, come up with something else. I'm with you, Tanya. That's ridiculous. I would be pissed.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, it's gross.
Well, maybe we should ask him directly because, Tanya, we didn't tell you this, but Austin's been on the other line listening and he wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, shut up. He is not.
Yeah, he
Are you
is.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Austin?
Hey, boo.
Ugh. Don't call me that. That's gross. You're so gross.
That was
How you doing?
What?
Have you been listening to the call, Austin?
I mean, yeah, I've been listening to the call, but like she's totally off her game right now. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh my God, that is such crap. Like, I have proof.
Wait, are you saying, Austin, that you didn't comment on her sister's page?
I mean, I commented on his page, but like it was just like being friendly and like supportive. Like
That's
I don't know.
no, that is just bull. Absolute crap. Comments that you left sounds like you wanted to hook up with her, and you probably do, but that's not you went on the date with me.
I'm not trying to hook up with her, but like, yeah, I mean, those comments are like, I think something anyone would want for their sibling, you know? Like, maybe it'd be cool if like someone like me like dated someone like her. I'm not saying it would be me, but like.
Oh, dude.
I'm so confused.
Oh my god.
So theoretically.
So, Austin, you think that somebody leaving like heart emojis and saying how hot someone looks, that's a very nice and friendly thing to say, not a sexual
Absolutely.
thing.
Like, I would love if like chicks did that for me. It doesn't mean like you should be jealous of them.
No.
Oh my god, you are such a mistake. Do you have a brother? Do you even understand what that would like feel like?
There's like
I'm with her for sure. Like, if she left those comments on your brother's page, you'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if like maybe like you're just like insecure about like this. Like, I mean, I feel like.
Oh man, you gaslighting MFer. What is wrong with you?
Okay, hold on, Austin. Maybe you have a chance to redeem yourself. Tell me this. Who's hotter?
Oh my god.
No, you can. There's a right answer here.
No.
Who's hotter, Austin? Tanya or his sister?
Do not answer this. There's no way you can answer it right.
There's like season 1 and season like 8 of like Khaleesi, you know?
Season 1 and season 2.
It's a progression. I get it.
Which season is Tanya?
Tanya's like season 8. Like she's riding on the dragons. Like she's a badass right now.
Oh, dang. Tanya's hardcore.
Does that make you feel better, Tanya? You're season 8, Khaleesi.
I mean, I don't know, man. What is he gonna say next? Like he's also eyeing my mom, and she's like at the end. I'm like, what? Like, look, I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna have my sister block him, and God, I'm gonna call out my mom and make sure she blocks.
Oh my god, you may want to talk to your cousins and stuff too at this rate.
I mean, even your
You
dad.
God, phone tree that.
Austin, you screwed up, dude.
I guess just like you're too insecure to handle Austin.
You just sleep next to your little Zippo lighters and do what you need to do, but that's ridiculous.
We're gonna sleep next to something. Won't be Zippo lighters though. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you used the honey.
All right.
Wow, this is ending well.
Speaking of lighters, I'm feeling a little fire here. So
Yeah.
this feels like the right time to ask. Tanya, would you be willing to go on another date with Austin? We'll pay for it.
You couldn't pay me to go out with him on another date.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah. It's shocking.
Fine then. I'm just gonna hit your sister and let you know right now.
Oh,
Thanks, hon, but both of us are way too classy for that crap.
no.
I mean, I wouldn't be too sure. She's definitely the kind of girl who would fall for a fire trick. I know that.
Hey, it wasn't me falling for anything. I thought you were a sweet, nice guy, and I was just wrong. Big mistake. Mistake on both our parts, I guess.
It's funny that you say it's like it's a big mistake, 'cause that's not what you were screaming when you were at my house.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. You're a one and done, man. That's all.
I like you, Tanya.
Well, no second date for you, Austin. I'm sorry.
I mean, that doesn't matter. Whatever. I'll be out with her sister by the weekend.
Well, if that doesn't work out, you can always slide into my DMs. Leave some comments on there, okay, bro?
Always falling for a fire trick, Jeffrey.
That's right.
You got a sister, Jeffrey?
We got a guy on the phone for a second date today named Austin. And Austin went out with a celebrity.
Ooh, for
I'm
real?
jealous.
He didn't say who in the email, but
You can't when you date celebrities. That's what makes it cool.
Ooh.
I'm going to take a guess and go again with Paula Dean.
What?
Why always her?
Well, somebody's got to be dating her.
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Austin, you bagged the butter queen?
No, he did not go out with a celebrity chef, especially not Paula Dean.
Okay.
I think she's married
Now-
to Jimmy.
Man, I'm 0 for like 80 on those guesses.
Was it a celebrity like high enough where you had to sign an NDA, and that's why you can't say their name?
To be clear, it was actually someone that like looked like a celebrity. They weren't actually a celebrity.
Oh, okay.
I was like, ooh, the Olsen twins.
So they look like Paula Dean.
Yeah, there we go. So tell us about the girl that you want us to call. What is her name?
So her name's Tanya.
Okay, and how'd you meet her?
Met her through Tinder.
Perfect.
And she, on Tinder, she's just like gorgeous, like 10 out of 10. And I think she kind of looks like Khaleesi, like from Game of Thrones.
Oh, is she the really super blonde one that looks like almost like albino.
Blonde, hot, blue eyes, mother of dragons, like smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jose immediately thinks you were catfish. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, anytime it's like a 10 out of 10, it's too good to be true on Tinder, bro. I'm sorry, the hot girls don't need Tinder.
Mm.
I mean, that's definitely what I thought too. But, I just pictured her on that dragon, and I was like, I just got to go for it.
So
I understand.
All right. So you asked her out and you met up?
Yeah. So we went on a date at a bar.
Okay.
I got there first, and then, she walks in, and she is wearing this dress that is just, so form-fitting. It's so hot.
Dude, you hit the jackpot.
I know, but all of a sudden, were you super nervous? Did it, change your feeling about the date?
Well, I mean, she sat down, right? And I just, immediately, I had to be like, you look just like Khaleesi. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. I brought a picture out, from my phone and showed her. And she, laughed. She blushed. She was like, never been told that before. You're so sweet.
Oh.
Thank God that's a beautiful celebrity that you're comparing her to.
Mm-hmm.
How was she besides hot, though? What about her did you like?
Is there anything else, Brooke, honestly?
Oh, come on. Yes. If you want to, date someone, there has to be more.
Oh, boring.
What'd you guys bond over?
I'm a personal trainer, so we kind of got to talk about fitness. She was into fitness.
I'm sorry. Why am I not surprised?
Phil, you're hot too then. Now we get it.
I mean, I don't want to brag and say I'm hot, but I could tell she was into me.
How can you tell that? Just licking her lips?
Something like that, right? I mean, something like that look in her eyes. I could definitely tell she was into me, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have this kind of trick I do with this Zippo lighter.
Like one of those metal lighters?
Yeah.
I can tell this is going somewhere I'm really going to like.
Okay.
I'm being sarcastic.
And what did you do?
So I can do a couple little things. I can put this little fireball in my hand. I can actually put a little bit of the gas in my mouth and spit fire.
Cool,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I know. We all have. We've all been 19 before.
I used to love my Zippo.
Dude, chicks love it. They're always so impressed. And this is definitely, not for amateurs. You got to know what you're doing here.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, those sixth graders are really impressed by that stuff. You gotta love those sixth grade girls.
How does this prove whether she likes you or not? You making a fireball in your hand.
I mean, I can tell she already liked me, but when I brought this out before, I totally sealed the deal.
Oh, so if there's any question, if she was
closer.
hesitating, she'd be like, you guys, tell all of her girls about the Zippo man.
And watch me burp fire. Now let's go back home.
You guys get it.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
God, did it work?
I mean, she does.
Hey, sounds like it did.
Yeah, I know that noise.
So I invited her back over to my place, and she's about to say yes, and then she's kind of reluctant.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what's up? What's going on? And she said, I don't trust myself with you.
Oh, dude, that's the best thing a girl can say to you.
It's not. It's such a lie. Come on.
So much. I don't trust myself.
I had the perfect line back. I was like, hey, I don't trust myself with you either, and that's a good thing.
Oh, look at you firing back. I'm guessing that didn't work.
No, it did work. Are you kidding? No. We got in the lift. We went back to my place.
Oh, you did?
Wow.
So you don't trust
Okay.
each other, and you instantly went to your
I like
place.
how not trusting each other is literally just saying, let's go hook up.
Yeah, we're not going to fight this anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So how did things go back at your place?
Things went really, really well. We had fun.
Play Twister?
We did something like Twister.
Oh my God.
Twist around.
Okay. But did something awkward or weird happen or something? Because she's not calling you back, man.
Nothing I can think of. It was such smooth sailing. She was into me. I was into her. But yeah, now she's not responding.
Dude, this sounds weird, but do you think she used you?
That's not weird. That happens all the time.
Really? I always hear the other way around, but not hot girls.
She could have. I'm definitely good looking enough for that, but I really liked her, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Okay. So you were thinking of more.
All right, Austin. Well, let's find out. We're going to play a song, do a couple fire tricks, come back, and then we'll call Tanya for you and try and get you your second date, okay?
Oh, man, that's great.
All right, hold on.